Beautiful boxing fans, now, when you say the word the greatest, or greater, or great, it is way more than just good defense, having good defense, or having a good jab. And let me tell you this, without a question, ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez is levels above Floyd Mayweather when you talk about his greatness. Canelo Alvarez will definitely be remembered because he is greater than Floyd Mayweather. And for anyone who's wondering why, I'll tell you why. Now, first of all, the reasons are endless, but I'm going to give you just a few off the top of my head. Floyd definitely has never been undisputed. Canelo has been undisputed not just once. And that is enough, ladies and gentlemen. That alone is enough. Canelo has been undisputed in the super middleweight division twice in a couple of years, fighting young, hungry lions. And not just that. Why does Floyd keep on saying that he is the greatest? Because he beat what, like 23 world champion? Canelo, I believe, is 21 world champions in. And especially Canelo beat much tougher and better world champions. And by the time Canelo Alvarez retires, he's gonna have beaten way more world champions than Floyd. So don't even worry about that. And Terence Crawford alone is better than every single win on Floyd's record because Floyd never fought anyone in their prime. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao after absolutely, the man kept us waiting for nearly 10 years before he gave us that fight. Why? Because he was scared and absolutely terrified of the pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. And not just that. Most importantly, yes, Canelo is way more exciting. Canelo is more charismatic. Canelo has more power. Floyd fought Canelo when Canelo was a baby with zero elite experience. The list goes on and on and on. If you actually think about it, Canelo has never fought anyone when they were like a baby in the sport. He either fights you at your peak or he either fights you after you accomplish great things. Floyd is the definition of a cherry picker, And the more actually you grow up, the more you realize these things. When I was a kid, I used to think that Floyd Mayweather was one of the best fighters in the world. But if you actually look at it now, what did the man really do if you actually think about it? The man built an entire reputation of people hating him and paying to watch him lose. And not just that. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, what makes you one of the greatest? If you actually think about it, all these top-level fighters are amazing inside of the ring. But very few of them are exceptional outside of the ring, and that is what makes you the greatest. When you combine what you do inside the ring and outside of the ring. And that is why Floyd will never be remembered as the greatest, and it kills him. That is why he keeps on disrespecting Muhammad Ali, keeps on disrespecting Canelo, keeps on disrespecting all these icons and legends. Why? Because he feels threatened, because he knows. But let me tell you why. Now, what's going on in the world, I don't need to say much because I don't want my channel to get closed, but we know what's going on in the world. And what did Canelo just do? It is not easy to speak in these times. It is not easy to stand for the truth in a world full of liars and demonic presence, ladies and gentlemen. Such a demonic presence now when you talk about all these high-profile names. What did Canelo do? What did Canelo Alvarez do? He came out and donated $30 million to the people of Gaza. That alone puts him up there with the greats like Muhammad Ali. That alone. While on the other hand, look at Floyd and look at who he's standing with. I don't want to say much, but this is not a political channel. Disclaimer, I'm just reporting on what's going on. Canelo just donated $30 million to the people of Gaza. While Floyd, you know what's up. You know what's up with Floyd. When your nickname is money, that means that you are a worshipper of money. Canelo will do anything for his family, for his supporters, and for his, most importantly, his country. Look at him now in the press conference of Crawford. He spoke against what's going on with ICE and the way they're treating the immigrants. While Floyd, on the other hand, he would do anything, not for his family, because Bill Haney told him, your kids are in the street, everyone around you, they're not well taken care of. And what did Floyd say? When you reach a certain age, you're on your own. But most importantly, Floyd wouldn't do anything for his family, wouldn't do anything for his people or his country, but he would do anything and everything for money. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you can't even compare them. You can't even compare them or put them in the same bracket. I met Floyd Mayweather when I was a kid. I met Floyd Mayweather. I met him 8-9 years ago, I believe, in Dubai. I was so happy to meet the man, you know. But if only I knew what I know now. If only I knew what I know now. I took a picture with him. I mean, he was a small, insecure little man. Let me tell you. He was like wearing diamonds everywhere, with 1 million security guards, with a shoe this big, with like I said, with like 50, I swear, I'm not even exaggerating, with like probably 10 giant bodyguards. Why? Because he is not the man of the people. Because he is a small, little, insecure man who would do anything for money. And that is why you can't even put them both in the same bracket. And even Manny Pacquiao, don't even ever compare someone like Floyd to the great and iconic Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao gave away all of his money, millions and billions in the Filipino currency, billions to the starving people of the Philippines in need, bought houses, built compounds for poor people to live in. While on the other hand, Floyd is 50 years old, still lying about how much money he makes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't please ever compare someone like Floyd to these legends and icons like Canelo and Manny and Ali and Duran and Leonard and Dempsey and Mike Tyson. Every single name that I mentioned, they're all exceptional fighters. But most importantly, they are exceptional human beings, and they stand for something outside of the ring. They stand with their people. And with me being Muslim, and Canelo I believe is Christian, that doesn't even matter, because Canelo makes you feel like, because Canelo does the right thing. And you know what the right thing is? Acting like we are all the same. Because you know why? Because we are all the same. You should never pick sides or support a certain type of, group because it's, who don't even like you or support you. But why? Because of money. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. You can never ever compare them both to Canelo or to Manny or to any of these legends and icons, because they're all way more exciting than Floyd. They're all more accomplished than Floyd. Canelo, especially with him being undisputed with Crawford, and Floyd is such a hater. Every time a fighter who threatens his legacy loses or wins or does anything, Floyd comes out and throws shots. Terence Crawford destroyed Spence. What did Floyd come out and say? The second day, Spence should have been a super middleweight. Spence should have moved up, not to 154, not to 160, but to 168. After Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney is this, is that, his defense, his father, his this, is that. After Canelo became undisputed, Canelo was easy work. Canelo is a cherry picker. Canelo is a duck. Canelo is this, Canelo is that. Manny Pacquiao, posting pictures and videos of Manny getting knocked out. At least Manny dared to be great. At least Manny is the 8th division champion. How many division champion are you? How many people will remember you after you pass away? How many people did you help? I mean, Manny Pacquiao helps the starving people, and Floyd helps the women by buying them bags, handbags, and watches, just to take pictures with them. There's levels in life, ladies and gentlemen. There's levels in life. And on Judgment Day, Floyd, God will not ask you how much money you have, or how much money you made, or how many buildings you lied about, of how many buildings you own. God will not ask you about any of these things. God will ask you what you did in real life, in reality, not what you did on Instagram. So Floyd, I mean, I was gonna say Floyd is a man that, but Floyd is not even a man. You can't even say that Floyd is a man. Was he a good fighter? Yeah, he had a good jab, he had a nice head movement, but that's not how you become the greatest. Just because you throw a good jab and move around and do this and that, that doesn't make you great. What makes you great is everything you do, not just what you do for 36 minutes a couple of times a year. What? Are you joking? So, debate end, ladies and gentlemen. I had to do this video, ladies and gentlemen. I had to make this video. Don't ever compare this little insecure man to all these icons and legends.